Meantime, a busy week of news in the nation's capital. The Supreme Court upholding a case dealing with voting restrictions. The House of Representatives approving a select committee to investigate the January 6th attack on Capitol Hill. Indiana Republicans voting against that measure. This as infrastructure talks continue, with the president still trying to get that infrastructure deal across the finish line. We spoke about these issues this week with Indiana Senator Mike Braun and Representatives Victoria Spartz and Trey Hollingsworth.
Now, you voted in favor of the first 1-6 commission that was proposed, but you did not vote in favor of this select committee. Why not?
Well, it's easy to see. The first vote I cast was for a bipartisan committee with an equal number of Republicans and an equal number of Democrats. And that's what I think Americans want. In the face of this tragedy, what they want to see is bipartisan effort to get to the root causes. What we saw this past week was not a bipartisan effort, was instead a Nancy Pelosi-led and selected commission. And that's not what Americans want. We don't need more partisanship in this country. We need more bipartisanship.
You voted against both commissions proposed to investigate the January 6th Capitol riot. Do you want January 6th to be investigated?
I actually was one of the first people who sent a letter to Speaker Pelosi right after January 6th to really look into investigating what's really happened. Why did we have such miscommunication between different agencies? But it needs to be done by law enforcement, not in a political way. You know, we cannot be politicizing every issue, and it became so political that it's becoming unhealthy. So I think what FBI is doing, Department of Justice, what they're doing, what Capitol Police is doing, it actually might be much more effective and less biased.
Do you support the bipartisan infrastructure deal?
Well, I think we should come up with a bipartisan deal where both sides negotiate and we can come to some maybe narrow-focused infrastructure bill that both sides can support. And I think the Senate is working on these issues. Unfortunately, the House and our Speaker doesn't want to work on any bipartisan legislation. It's unfortunate.
Would you support, at a minimum, the smaller package that was agreed upon?
If, in fact, it was coupled to what the rest of it is. If it's a gimmick to get that through and then spend $1 trillion on something just because you decoupled it, I'm probably not going to be for that, because that means we're borrowing even more money from our kids and grandkids for a whole array of things. And if we do infrastructure and have hard pay-fors, that's different. That's the way we've always done it in the past.
Senator Braun there with our Kristen Eskow. Meantime, Congressman Andre Carson reacting to Friday's jobs report, saying today's strong jobs report shows our economy is growing faster than at any time in 40 years. He said this didn't happen by chance. He said, quote, "Our efforts to get Americans vaccinated and create a stronger economic foundation are clearly working." By the way, Congressman Carson will be on Face the Nation later this morning.